Hi, this is Dr. Jim Anderson from Anderson Podiatry Center, and as you can see, I'm doing some trail running. I enjoy doing this almost every weekend. I'm up in the mountains here in Colorado, trail running, and I want to share with you a little story because I think it's a great thing to do, especially if you're getting older and you've been running in the past, and all of a sudden, your joints are starting to give out, just little aches and pains, and that's what happened to me maybe a decade ago. I've been running for about 45 years now. Don't do the math on that, but I've been doing this for a long time, and most of those years I was running on asphalt, concrete, like a lot of you, and I didn't want to give up on running, and about that same time I had a patient come in, and as a doctor, I think you may not understand that we as physicians, we learn a lot from our patients sometimes. We really get a lot from you, listening to your stories and different experiences that you go through in your life. And this gentleman came in, and I think he was in his 70s, but he looked like Adonis. This guy was really fit. And I asked him, I was a little hesitant to ask him, but man, what do you do, dude? You are really in shape. What's your, I'm checking this out. You're just looking really good for your age and don't look that old. And he shared with me that he trail runs. And he says, I live in the mountains and I run pretty much every day on trails. And then he said, if I ran out on a street, if I ran a mile, I'd be all beat up the next day. I just probably couldn't keep doing it. And so that really motivated me. So I started out very slowly. I have terrible ankles. They're like Gumby ankles and very easy for me to sprain my ankle. And I'm suggesting, you may want to try what I did. I just slowly started doing it, very afraid at first of spraining my ankles. And I think the biggest thing I can tell you is just start out slow. Maybe don't go on too many trails that are really irregular with a lot of stumps and rocks and branches, and roots and so forth. Try to start out on something that's got not as much irregular terrain, and just really watch your footsteps. And that's what I've learned to do. Very much look at your foot placement. I never quit doing that. And if you do that, I think you'll be surprised. And just like me, you might be able to start enjoying this and not be freaking out about spraining your ankles or having other injuries. Just take your time and watch your foot placement. And the thing I think as a podiatrist that helps me, and I'm trying to convey this to you, I think it helps with your injuries a lot, because when you're running on a street, the cadence, the rhythm is always identical. You're never changing your foot placement and the timing of your foot placement and your stride. And when you're running on trails, you're going up and down and you're having to look out for things. You're altering your gait, changing the pace of your gait, and then using different muscles, and particularly what I call the stirrup muscles on the inside of your ankle and on the outside of your ankle. There's really two on the inside, two on the outside, that help stabilize your foot from moving side to side. Those muscles become really amazingly strong. I can just see it in my calves. It's like they really become stronger. And I think your body over time will be able to start to compensate, on these trails and such, and you'll be fine. So just, that's my advice. Just don't give up on running if you're a runner and you're getting older, but try some trail running. Just do it slowly and heed some of my advice. And I think you'll be surprised. You might just be fine. So, because I want you to stay fit and keep enjoying running. So anyway, this is Dr. Anderson, and wanting to invite you. We welcome your comments. If you like our content, please click on the subscribe button.